very good morning to everyone present here. This is Smriti. I'm privileged and grateful to be present in front of these dignitaries. I'm really very much excited. Dignitaries on the dais were renowned for their selfless public service over the years, and an excellent track record in their chosen field speaks for them. In present-day scenario, human beings undergo severe stress in their lives. Several characteristics in mankind has seen a sea of change. It's very rare to find a human being with some of these virtual characters like self-esteem, self-reliance, humbleness, honesty, humanity, and the list is on. Today, I'm here to talk about one such human value that has been gradually regressing from mankind. Yes, it's humanity. Humanity today is regressing. Whatever steps we take forward, we've taken a step back as human beings. There's an old saying, charity begins at home. Substitute the word humanity in place of charity, the saying gets a wider recognition and a greater aura. Opinions are divided. That is, the act of charity has a definitive propulsion of an individual's or an organization's goals and interests. Again, this is debatable. In my opinion, charity and humanity are two sides of the same coin. So, what is humanity? Humanity can be defined as a quality of being humane, a peculiar nature of man by which he is distinguished from other beings. One of the outstanding examples of humanity in a human being was portrayed beautifully by Mother Teresa. Humanity means helping and caring for others whenever and wherever possible. It means forgetting your selfish interest when others require your help the most. It also means to extend unconditional love to each and every living being on this earth. I would like to narrate a short story that portrays what's humanity all about. There lived a king who had a very kind-hearted nature. He once saw a pigeon and an eagle fighting. He possessed the ability to communicate with birds and animals. So the pigeon said to the king to save his life from the eagle. The king agreed to this and said to the eagle that he was ready to pay any price in return for saving the pigeon's life. So the eagle asked the king to give him an equal amount of flesh to the weight of the pigeon. So the king started to chop off his own flesh. After donating a bit of his flesh, he weighed the pigeon. Even then, the pigeon weighed heavier. So he decided to surrender the whole of himself for the eagle to eat. And that's when the pigeon and the eagle turn out into angels and appear on earth. I know this story can be understood as an exaggerated statement so that individuals of today understand the importance of humanity in their day-to-day lives. It is essential to understand one important fact, that is, a person is not considered successful by the number of degree he or she attains, but by the degree of humanitarian services that one does in his or her lifetime. Serving the poor and the disabled is considered as one of the greatest and profound humanitarian services that one can do in his or her lifetime. We're all extremely lucky to have everything we desire at any point of time we need. Serving the needy means that you yourself think that you have more than enough to your disposal. People who always crib that they do not have sufficient resources available despite having everything in life can never provide humanitarian services, because one who does not have the mindset of being self-sufficient can never help someone else. One is always remembered for the good deeds that he or she does, and there's no better deed than providing services for humanitarian causes. If we think that we are born only to eat and to have fun, then we should remember one thing. Even animals can do such activity. If God has created us as human beings, then there has to be a serious reason behind it. Only human beings can understand the importance of humanity, and humanity, as a result of intelligence, gives us the core essence to human existence. You do not require a hefty bank account to contribute towards humanitarian services. Paying your domestic help fairly is also humanity. We are willing to pay thousands of bucks for our medical checkup, but when it comes to paying our employee, we want to save every penny. Humanitarian services should never be performed in order to achieve fame or to gain a status symbol. We can easily achieve fame by the work we do. Lifting a heavy bag of old women is humanity. Helping a disabled person cross the road is humanity. Helping your mom in her household chores is humanity. In fact, helping anyone who is in need is humanity. We are all moral guardians of this home earth. Until and unless we don't learn to respect and care for each other's feelings, true progress is only going to remain an illusion. Are we watching our lives in a movie, sitting too close to the screen? Do we only see the yellow and the red pixels flashed by mongers of news? Are we really too numb to absorb a larger reality? So many live in relentless poverty. Many are unwilling refugees. So many suffer needlessly and die as children. Each one of them are our neighbors, born free, deserving human rights. They must be invisible no longer. Every danger, every loss, every injustice done to their lives affects all of us. Think of those known and unknown who sacrificed for you. Think of those who inspired you. Positive change is simply the currency and responsibility of individuals, of you and me. This is our saving grace. The more positive energy we give, the more we get back. It's just like breathing in and breathing out. So breathe this earth, soar its surface, and know its people. The recent Chennai floods brought forth a spontaneous act of humanitarian gestures converged from all across the country. The massive rescue and relief operations carried out by the NGOs, armed forces, corporate and public are commendable. This clearly underlines the fact that humanity will be in full flourish whenever there are incidences of distress and calamity. So society in general and parents in particular has the responsibility and duty to inculcate the upcoming generation with this virtue. I know it's difficult to change human nature, but at least let's try to change human nurture. As soon as we understand the importance of humanity in our day-to-day lives, the purpose for which we are on this planet is automatically fulfilled. So yes, humanity is the best religion for mankind. Thank you.
More responsibility to teach humanity, family, education, or society?
I think it's the family.
Family, why?
Because we stay most of the time with our family, and I think it's their duty to inculcate these values in us. And yes, education also plays a major role.
It's a funny question.
Okay.
Can a teacher be humane to a mischievous child?
Yes, sir, you can change anything using kindness.
So you agree or?
I do agree.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you, sir.